Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to our Director of IPG Campus Perempuan Melayu, Dr. Hajah Kartini binti Abdul Muttalib, Vice Director Datin Dr. Hajah Nurshidah binti Abung Sin, the Heads of Department, Lecturer from our IPG and others IPG and friends. We are from Elective Science. PISMP Intake June 2022 will be presenting Kppb on the interdisciplinary course, which is Sces3383 General Physics and Sces3393 General Chemistry. Before that, let us introduce our lecture for both courses. As for General Physics, that has been taught by Tuan Haji Ma'ruf bin Mat Daud, and General Chemistry had been taught by Madam Nurfadila binti Abdul Jalil.
Next, I'm Nur Faizati Emilia binti M. Haryanto, together with Kamaya Nabiha binti Muhammad Yasir, Siti Alisha Shahira binti Zahrul, and Dilia Batrisha binti Muhammad Khaib will be presenting this showcase Kapasiti Pedagogi Pembelajaran Bermakna Kppb as the representative from Science Elective. We will share the details about what and how we implement the Kppb throughout last semester for these interdisciplinary courses.
In the beginning of the class, Madam and also Tuan Haji Ma'ruf already briefed us with the course learning outcome and all the KMR planning, where we packing and unpacking the curricula from the MK together with them. There are 3 course learning outcomes for both courses based on MK, Sces3383 and Sces3393 that have been assigned for us. These 3 course learning outcomes had been successfully interdisciplinary for both courses. From there, we managed to come out with one big idea for both courses, which is green technology for environmental sustainability. There are 5 questions that are related to the big idea, which are: first, how green technology contribute to environmental sustainability? Second, why is it important to sustain the environment? 3. How application of chemistry and physics contribute to environmental sustainability? 4. What factors affect global environmental issue? 5. How do we contribute to sustaining the environment? This diagram shows the model of the big idea for this Kppb. There are various activities that have been done to interrelate both of the courses. One of the main interdisciplinary activities are the coursework that we have to complete. The coursework is task 2, where we need to write an essay of not less than 800 words, which leads to 20% of carry marks. It is required us to write a creative writing individually on the application of electrochemistry and physics in daily life, using green technology such as nanotechnology, hybrid technology, or recycling technology that can solve it-related issues. On the other hand, we are also participating in class activities such as tutorial and e-learning. Next, I would like to welcome Kamalia to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Faizati. Next, I would like to share on how the learning activity was applied in these courses. A student learning model was applied in the learning activity. It was divided into 3 parts, which are learning to learn, relationship, and aspiration. In terms of learning to learn, we have been given the chances to plan and co-design our learning together with our lecturers. For example, we managed to organize a workshop with our learning partnership on how to recycle waste cooking oil with the experts from Pusat Alam Sekitar Pintar Sensei UTM and Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA. We also have been given chances to engage in STEM and robotic exhibition by Legoland Malaysia and exploring experiments in real life. and which make us have the autonomy in learning. It means that we are responsible to co-design the learning and make decisions with lecturer, act as facilitator and activator to us. Thus, this help us to be independent, where we can explore our own ideas, learn from mistakes, and think critically to choose which appropriate methods throughout the learning process. Besides that, we are able to build relationship between the lecturers and our colleagues. By building the relationship, it helps us to communicate in order to gain knowledge and information in learning activities. Apart from that, we also have built relationship with learning partnerships such as JSTEM lecturers, students from Fuel Cell Institute UKM, Legoland Malaysia, Pusat Alam Sekitar Pintar Sensei UTM, and also JPN Melaka. Lastly, as for aspiration, after our lectures, Tuan Haji Ma'ruf and Madam Fadila briefed us about the courses, we were asked to share our aspiration of both courses, whereby we need to share about what we want to do and to learn, why does this knowledge important to us, and what the expectation we wish from general chemistry and general physics throughout the learning process. This helps us to set the target so that all of us understand and willingly to explore together. Next, we move into 3E model, which is engagement, enhancement, and extension. In engagement, students prepare the learning material using technology such as Padlet, Canva, Google Slides, Jamboard, Drive.io, and Google Classroom. In line with the current technology development, it is an effective way to support and increase their activity and also self-responsibility in learning. On top of that, enhancement apply in learning by students use technology to fulfill the task with the help of further use of technology such as YouTube, ChatGPT, Google Site, Google Scholar, and it is facilitated key aspect of students' individual and collaborative learning and assessment through increasing their choice and control to make their learning. Furthermore, students get involved in knowledge sharing by extension. We had shared the knowledge gained through YouTube, TikTok, Padlet, Google Site, and also in Google Meet with the learning partners. After we have learned from our learning partnership, we have managed to extend our knowledge where we help a DIY saponification of soap, insect repellent, and candle making from waste cooking oil with the Year 4 and Year 5 pupils of SK Ayer Keruh Melaka. And this, all in all, this knowledge that we got from the courses can be spread to everyone and give benefit to ourselves and also the environment. The 3R model also apply in the learning activity through rigor, relationship, and relevance. By the 3R model, we use digital resources to find, analyze, and categorize the information obtained. Besides, digital resources are also used as the learning and communication medium between the lecturers, students, and learning partnerships to share thought and knowledge. Thus, we can relate the information obtained with the assignment given and are able to solve problems in real life. Next, we will continue our presentation with Zati Arisha.
Thank you, Kamalia. Next, I'll explain about the design learning model in Kppb. First, the pedagogy practice in 21st century learning. In both courses, student undergoes group discussion, gallery walk, spontaneous quizzes and group presentation from lecture activities and tutorial in Google Classroom. After that, we have the opportunity to experience the learning partnership with various institutions like Sensei and IPGK, Fuel Cell Institute, UKM, SK Ayakuro, and Legoland Malaysia. Through this learning partnership, we gain so much knowledge beyond the content of stated in MK of for both courses. Third, digital utilization. Through the lecture of these courses in the semester, we had used, learned and mastered lots of digital applications such as Canva, Padlet, YouTube, Google Search, ChatGPT and more. All of these applications are used to ease the learning process of the topic discussed. It also helps us to understand more of the topics discussed with learning partners and global friends. Lastly, the beautiful learning environment of both courses Sces3393 and Sces3383 is achieved by the understanding of both lecturers and students, as all of us are committed to content delivery, knowledge and science skills. Next is the impact of Kppb through 6C competency, which I realized that my friends and I have achieved after the learning session of both Sces3393 and Sces3383 courses. Firstly, characters which are close to one's personality. At the end of these courses, I realized that knowledge about both courses increased and students' self-confidence about general chemistry and general physics also increased. This also can widen our knowledge and strengthen the understanding about certain topics which we, as a future teacher, have the responsibility to deliver to our future students, and no misunderstandings could happen. Next, citizenship. With the Kppb, we can understand the global view about environmental sustainability, about when building the relationship with global friends when we are discussing with them. Next, collaboration. Students outside IPGK which happen to be from SK Ayakuro, UTM, JIKA, UKM, Legoland and many more. This collaboration can ensure new and fresh information being gathered as we gain many new information from our learning partnership. Another impact that we can get is from creativity itself. By applying Kppb, we can actively cooperate and complete the task creatively using our own creativity with the help of new applications discovered such as Canva and Draw.io during lesson session. A part of creativity, critical thinking is also applied in our learning session, whereby we need to deduce the answer in higher order thinking skills that had been given by our lecturers. Lastly, the communication happened during the learning process in two-way communication, which happened between lecturers with students and students with students. We also did some online communication, such as communication that happened in Google Meet and through Telegram and WhatsApp.
Next, I will explain about the Google site that has been co-created by us together with our lecturers. This Google site is a part of digital learning object used for the interdisciplinary subjects of Sces3383 and Sces3393. The DLO is developed to help students apply the knowledge, content and practical skills of these two subjects, which is general physics and general chemistry. Firstly, we have the course learning outcomes that students need to achieve. Next, we unpack the curriculum for each course learning outcome, and we also create a KMR planning, which includes coursework for the students.
We also managed to include completed notes for both courses, which is Sces3383 and Sces3393. The first one is for general physics. And the second one is for general chemistry. Furthermore, for the Deep Learning 1, 2 and 3, we have included all the activities conducted, coursework completed by us and the evidence of our work throughout the semester. First, for the Deep Learning 1, we have carried out an interesting activity by using cooking oil in line with the big idea that we aim to achieve. For this Deep Learning project, we have collaborated with Deep Learning Partnership, which are Sensei, JICA and UTEM. Through this collaboration, we successfully created our own DIY soaps, candles and insect repellent by using used cooking oil. To ensure the success of this program, we have organized a campaign at our IPG that called Campaign Jom Kumpul Minyak Masak Terpakai. During this campaign, we managed to collect a significant amount of used cooking oil. Following the implementation of the used cooking oil collection campaign, we have conducted workshop on how to make soap, candles and insect repellent from used oil. This workshop also provided us with additional knowledge based on deep learning. Furthermore, we extended our knowledge sharing effort by becoming facilitators to teach 3rd and 4th students at SKI Kuro and on how to make their own soap, insect repellents and candles. Next, for Deep Learning 2, we went on a visit to a STEM and robotic exhibitions presented by Legoland. This program successfully allowed us to achieve our second deep learning objective, where we explore and learn about the applications of physics in daily life and the application of electrochemistry in addressing various issues. During the visit, we had the opportunity to witness practical demonstration and interactive exhibits that showcase how physics principles are applied in real-life scenarios. We also gained insight into how concepts such as motion, energy and forces play a crucial role in everyday activities. Next, for Deep Learning 3, we participate in global battery experiment, focusing especially on alkaline batteries. Through the experiment, we gain a comprehensive understanding of how batteries function and their immense potential as a tool in transitioning towards more sustainable energy sources. Additionally, during this deep learning project, we conducted a fascinating experiment using different types of food to generate electricity. This hands-on activity allowed us to explore alternative energy sources and understand the underlying principle of converting chemical energy into electrical energy. In addition, the coursework that has been given is to evaluate the outcomes for Deep Learning 2 and 3. Finally, at the end of the teaching and learning process, each student has carried out self-reflection, expressing their opinions and what they have achieved at the end of the learning journey. Lastly, both courses has their own strength. In terms of strength, these courses provide new knowledge and experience that can be applied in the future. For example, we have acted as facilitators in a school to teach students about the topic that we have learned before. Additionally, the courses also enhance our technological and digital skills, as most of the class involve digital tools such as Padlet, Canva, Jamboard, Google Slides, Draw.io, Google Classroom and also ChatGPT. Not to mention, the most interesting part is that Madam had taught us how to use ChatGPT to complete our tasks, and this knowledge really helped us when we had a difficult time understanding some of the topic. Therefore, student digital skills will improve over time. That concludes our presentation. Thank you.